Late artist Cengiz Cekil made this self-portrait in the 1970s. It's one of the rare pieces that reflects his education in classical art at the exhibition called I Am Still Alive. But the rest of the some 40 works Istanbul's Arter has gathered is a comprehensive display of what he was best known for, giving mundane materials new meanings. And for the exhibition's curator, the time Cekil spent in Paris as a young man had a big influence on his artistic style.
In 1970, when he goes to the Beaux-Arts with government scholarship to study, it's the time when all the avant-garde movements in Europe are emerging, and they're sort of dealing with the traumas of the Second World War, the Vietnam War, and really questioning both the societal structures and also the values of art. And I believe that Cekil was really influenced by that. So he's actually thinking about life from the very specific, very mundane, transforming it to really think about the details of life and to cherish the moment.
Cekil returned to Türkiye in 1975, and from that point on, his practice reflected on the socio-political circumstances of the day. He witnessed coups, internal migration, rapid urbanization, and the growing influence of popular culture and consumerism. Cekil tackled these issues from a critical standpoint combined with humor. And amongst all that, some themes in his work stood out, such as death, energy, faith, and...
Well, time is definitely what he's obsessed with. He uses a lot of watches, a lot of wall clocks, and newspapers as well, and like the calendar that we see behind us.
The work pays tribute to an extensive calendar that's been published every year since 1860. It includes weather predictions, anecdotes about historical events, verses from Quran, and more. But for Bergman, the piece that best defines Cekil's practice is this one. It's called A Mortal Monument and was slightly modified for this retrospective.
It is reminiscent sort of a graveyard, and the work itself then becomes a grave site of its own with the headstones of its birth and death, which is the opening and the closing dates of the exhibition. So we normally think about monuments as eternal things, of things that leave a mark in history to make events or important people or ideologies immortal. But when we are erecting these monuments in public spaces, one always misses the point that everything is temporary, even these people, even these events, and they are bound to be forgotten.
And so will perhaps this exhibition that gets its name from a line Cekil wrote in one of his works called Diary. Though his timeless art is still here to remind us mortals that every moment matters. Zeynep Gökçe, TRT World.